So this here is what's known as a Cirque glide point trackpad, and it basically has a few pads in here that you can connect to a microcontroller, or you could do a ribbon cable if you're doing like a PCB. And basically it's just a little trackpad. You can kind of track on here. It has some other cool features, but the biggest thing with it is that it's actually natively supported inside of QMK, and all you really need is like 4 lines of code to get it working. And you can kind of see where this is going. Is eventually I would want to take this, and let's say I have like this keyboard here. I want to put that in the middle, and then you can kind of do tracking in the middle, do your keyboard here, and kind of click and do everything with it in one device. So that's kind of the ultimate goal. But for this video, I'm actually going to put this off to the side. I'm going to also just put this over here and grab this little tester module I built, which is basically the trackpad over here, and then there's just a microcontroller on this side. It's very thin and low profile. This is essentially just something I built so I could test this and get all the firmware features I want to do, because it does do some really cool things in there. And with that, I think the best thing to do now is kind of jump into the computer and show you what it can do first, and then we'll build it after that. So as you can see, we're just moving the cursor around the screen like this, kind of can move it wherever you want. And I'll put the accuracy of kind of pointering with this somewhere between like a Windows trackpad and a MacBook trackpad. It's not great, it's not terrible, it's more than serviceable for a kind of small device like this. But that's kind of the first thing that you'd expect, is that you can move your cursor around. I mean, it is a trackpad, right? Now, the next thing you would want is you want to be able to actually left click. Now, you could set this up in QMK with like buttons to have left click and all that stuff. There are also pads, so if I hold this up, there are pads in here like B1 through B3 for like clicking if you want to set those up too. But what this actually features is a feature in QMK called tap to click, where you guessed it, if you just kind of tap the trackpad, you can actually just tap on stuff and just navigate around. So 90% of what you'd be doing would just be kind of doing that tap to click to navigate through your screen and do stuff like that. Now, the next thing you want your trackpad to do, and really the only like third thing you want it to do, is basically click. You want it to pointer, and then of course you want it to scroll. So with this, it doesn't actually feature like multi-touch. You can't do that unfortunately on the Cirques, but what you can do is it's known as rotational scrolling. So we can actually scroll horizontally and vertical using that. So if we actually grab this here, there's kind of 2 ways to activate it, or 2 different ways depending on which scroll you want to do. So the first one is of course vertical scrolling. If we actually just grab kind of on this top right corner and start rotating, you can see that we can just kind of rotate around the outer edge and scroll on the screen, which is really, really cool. And it works pretty good, and it's pretty smooth. It's like an actual nice scroll here. And then also it does feature horizontal scroll. So if we actually just scroll down here to this section on my website, and then we grab on the left here, we can kind of do like horizontal scrolling there, which is also really, really cool. So it kind of has those 3 core features you want. You have scrolling, you have tap to click, and then you have pointering. And it's a pretty cool device because it's doing that all over just 6 wires natively in QMK. So here's everything I'm going to use to kind of build this. I have this little case I designed first of all with some heat set inserts in there. And this would be a great time actually to mention before I go any further that all the files for this are available for free. I'll link them down below so you can kind of download and build it yourself along with the firmware. But also because the files are free, it's not necessarily free for me to make it. Now, these modules are about $10 each, which is kind of nice. They're very affordable. I did have to buy these to build this and kind of design it and all that stuff. So I'm kind of trying to announce here that I have a Patreon. If you want to support me, there's some different tiers down with some stuff. So check that out if you want to. But back to what I'm kind of getting at here is that this is the case. It's free to download and print. You can just print out a 3D printer. It's designed for like no support and stuff. And basically a kind of sandwich the track point on this side, put your little microcontroller on the left here, wire it up, and then you have a fully functional kind of trackpad. So for the controller, we're going to be using this, which is just an RP2040 Pro Micro. It's a very overkill controller for this. It has 16 megabytes of flash. It's very overkill for this, but I really like these because of the form factor. So that will kind of sit in there like that. We'll UV resin it in place. We'll put this over there and sandwich it together. But you're probably seeing an issue right now is that this doesn't close right now. It's kind of lopsided, and that's because on the back of these, they actually have this little ribbon cable connector that if you were like doing a PCB, you'd use a ribbon cable for that. But what I actually want to do with that is I'm just going to snap it off with a plier. You can kind of just bend it back and forth and then clip the pins. We don't really need any of this. We're going to be using these pins on here, like this SI, this ground, this SCK, this SS, and this S0. We'll be using those to wire into SPI connection, which is actually a great time to kind of talk for a second about that, is that this one here that I have is set up for SPI. There's also an I2C version of this that only requires 4 cables, whereas this one's gonna actually need 6. So if you are kind of struggling on pins in your controller on like a keyboard build, you might wanna look at the I2C version, but I actually recommend the SPI version here because although it does have 6 cables, it's very easy to wire up in comparison to the I2C version, which requires pull-ups. So basically on the I2C version, you would only have those 4 pins, but you'll have to put resistors between the voltage pin and then your 2 I2C data connections. So I think it's SCL and then SDA. So you need like a pull-up to kind of get the voltage there. It's extra components and kind of extra stuff to wire in. So if you are kind of struggling with pins, you might want to look at that version, but I just recommend using the SPI version here. This is kind of perfect for these applications, and that's what I'm going to be using. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just go through, I'm going to assemble everything in there, and then we'll have it fully completed because it's a very simple build. You'll see as I time lapse through. So I'm just going to do that now. So there it is, fully assembled. I think it looks really cool with the gray and the black here, and it's very, very thin. We have the port on the left here, so you can kind of just plug that in. I UV resin that in place, as you saw in that time lapse. But yeah, this is kind of the little trackpad module. Now, like I mentioned, this one isn't like really for anything. It's just kind of a module to test around and mess around with the QMK settings to see what I like. The eventual goal is to kind of take a keyboard like this and slap one in the middle like that and have a trackpad and a keyboard all in one device, which will be really, really cool. That's what I'm going to start working on next. But for now, we just have this little module to kind of mess around with settings and get what I want on it. But with that, I don't have much else to say here other than this was a very quick video that I just kind of want to show this to you guys really quick. And yeah, thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe as usual, and I'll see you next time.